Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James, and today I'm joined by Jay Parnas, Damo Camilleri. This is your February Patched updates, what we've been playing.
Oh boy, it's been a while.
Damn.
And Jay, we haven't done this in a while. We basically didn't have any episodes through January while I was off honeymooning, so we've got a bit to cover.
Consummating the marriage.
What have you been playing?
I have a list here.
A list.
So I
We've all got lists.
Hashtag building the list.
No, I built the list. It's all good. Top of the list, Bloodborne. I purchased
Because
that.
it's another month.
Well, I mean, I haven't played it in quite a while actually, but I played it originally on my girlfriend's account because obviously I did not have a PlayStation the first time. So now I'm.
You've come to the light.
Nice profile pic on the old PlayStation, by the way.
Thanks, man.
I can't remember what you
Thanks,
use.
man.
What do you use again?
I use my namesake. I use Punk from Mega Man 2 or 3.
Yes,
because my username is literally his robot code, which is Rockman Killer number 2. Anyway, moving on.
Sorry, I was listening as that.
No, I
know.
know.
PlayStation
It's like-
trophies for the games, and I got one of those recapture things.
Yeah. No,
Select the cars.
Bloodborne's fucking dope. If you've not played it, you're an idiot. You should do that.
Yeah, is Bloodborne the one that had elements inspired by Berserk, if I'm correct?
Maybe.
Okay, I need to look that up. Someone was telling me that, I like Berserk. There's one of I can't remember if it was either Bloodborne or Dark Souls 2. One of them had things inspired by the Berserk anime.
I think they all do, but maybe it might have been Neo. Oh, fucking.
Before you throw to your next game, let me know when you're done with Bloodborne, because there's something I actually want to talk about on that subject.
Of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So you know Lance, attached to Stevie from PlayStation.
Yes, I do.
Games developer, and also been building his YouTube over the course of the last year or so.
G'day, mate.
He has recently been digging around in the game's code, and it's actually become a big thing kind of over the internet now.
Oh, Bloodborne?
Bloodborne's code.
With the couple of missing bosses?
Not missing bosses, they were just missing just stock standard enemies throughout the world. He's been gradually releasing them over the course of the last week. The stuff that kind of no one had ever seen before.
I've seen that stuff's come out over the last couple months.
No, then this is different. And
oh, okay.
this is different stuff because they're not bosses or any of that sort of stuff.
These
are other assets.
There's
in the code.
2 bosses
and they
have
chose
come
not
out.
to implement. Basically, just locked away. He dug them out, found them. Yeah, this is separate. Adding
Yeah,
on
right.
to the
That's
bosses
sick.
there. He's put them out, and they're doing really well for him. So go and check. If you're a Bloodborne fan, go and check those out.
They locked that shit away in the Chalice dungeons.
/NVG. No, NFVGZ. I don't know. I'll put a link on the screen. He's got a whole bunch of Bloodborne videos. He's kind of found all these assets they decided not to use. He using his game dev skills, kind of patched them all back in, and then started playing it and stream and put it all online for people to see.
Yeah, some of the stuff that I've
He's done a
seen.
great job at it. So well done, Lance.
Yeah, nice work, mate. Any more Bloodborne content that gets out there, I'm happy. Hopefully, Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a little bit of the
hoping
business.
that's a Bloodborne.
Oh, I am. Yes. Look, I'm not a devout man, but boy, that's worth praying for. I think.
What else have you been playing?
But yeah, to touch on that, there have been some stuff that's been dug out of the. Some people have found out how to data mine the Chalice dungeon stuff, and they've found some Chalice dungeons where incomplete bosses live.
Oh, okay.
So bosses they've been the art is not complete, so they're missing some of their effects. They've got attack sets, they're animated, they just were cut from the game for whatever reason. Same with enemies that aren't in anywhere else in the game. It's really interesting. I'll show you some stuff afterwards maybe. But yeah, Bloodborne, it's dope. You should play it. It was really fucking cheap over the Christmas break.
Yeah, the PlayStation was doing some crazy sales. I think Bloodborne, the old, what was the name of the title of the one that included the DLC? There was your stock standard Bloodborne game, and then the one
of the year.
No, it was the Old Hunters.
That's the name. That's the name of the DLC.
Okay.
The Old Hunters DLC.
I couldn't remember the name of it,
but yeah, there's
I think it was a bundle with it.
There is
It was
a game of the
$15.
year.
It was crazy.
Yeah. that's the one I picked up. Obviously, Overwatch, because I still play the fuck out of that. Less because there's a real... And look, I don't play any other competitive first-person shooters on console, so I don't know if it's rife everywhere else, but boy, there are a lot of people playing a console shooter with a keyboard and mouse and fucking destroying people. And boy, is it not fun to play against. So that taints it a little bit for me, but they put out a character last November that is a really...
It's so long ago.
It's not that long ago, dude. Like, it's... Like, we're recording this in January.
Man, it's so long ago.
It feels like a real long...
You've travelled Europe since then, so yeah.
Oh God, it's so long.
Anyway, really good character, and as kind
Is
of...
that the magic-y...
Moira, yeah.
Yeah.
She, like, drains people's life and uses it to refill her
Traveled the world,
ability
left
to
my
heal.
job a whole bunch, so I was feels like a lot's happened.
Welcome to Paul's Dear Diary today.
They're getting a cosmetic upgrade, I heard. Cosmetic patch or whatever.
They're getting a lot of new content coming in a period of time. Let's date the episode, or do we not care? If we don't
No,
care.
let's try to avoid dating it.
Okay.
Though I kind of already have, because I said Lance's videos came out a week ago, and
Okay, fuck it.
about 3 weeks already.
This coming Tuesday, they're putting out a whole bunch of new skins. The Blizzard World, which is like literally a theme park of Blizzard stuff.
Yeah.
That is going to be a playable level and skins to go along with that and some other shit. And yeah, that's all good. Moving away from that because I'll talk about that a bit. Played some Wolfenstein: The New Order. Immediately hated it and moved on.
Alright, can I jump in there?
No, fuck you.
No, I want to jump in there. So,
Okay.
You and I have had some conversations in the past about Wolfenstein, like these new ones. I was a big fan of the New Order. We both didn't really like the Old Blood.
I hated the Old Blood. The Old Blood is why I only played the New Order, like,
Because you're like, nope, it's
a couple of months ago.
How much of the New Order did you actually play?
I finished it.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure how far you got before you cracked it, because I wouldn't have blamed you if it was after that first hour. That first hour was horrific.
The New Order.
But
Oh, you mean in the past?
I'm going to quickly jump into one of mine. I played the New Colossus.
That's what I
The
said.
New Colossus, as in Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
The one, oh, you said the New Order, I thought.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I meant the New Colossus.
Okay.
I finished the New Order.
Really disliked the New Colossus.
So the issue that I had...
Popular opinion, but...
The issue that I had is that their saving system is the worst saving system I've ever experienced in a video game in my life. Ever.
You're playing on Mind Laden because you're not meant to be able to save, and that's... There's the top difficulty mode, there's like a trophy that 2 people in the world have gotten because you have to play through the hardest difficulty where the game's already hard as is. On the hardest difficulty and not die, and only save once, I think it is.
So it auto saves, but you also
That's gone.
What's gone?
In Mind Laden, no auto saves.
No. The saving system, not a lack of saving system. The saving system is bad. Basically, it'll auto save for you, and it'll have like 2 auto saves, or you can manual save. You can't restart chapters. There's no chapter select. There's nothing. So, I got to a part where I was in my submarine.
Does that unlock? Does chapter select
No.
unlock after you're finished?
I
Sorry, I thought you.
Like,
said finished.
I got maybe to the 4th chapter, and I was exploring my submarine and like missed a huge bunch of dialogue because the game was like, oh, you've already done this mission that someone was going to tell you that you're going to, or you've started this mission that someone was going to tell you to do, but you've already started it, so all of that's gone. Now we're going to update your objectives, and also we auto-saved because you came into this room and now you can't go back. And I'm like, right, can I start the chapter over? No, the only thing you've got here is your manual save that you did in the 2nd level. And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't want to lose a couple of hours of progress.
goodbye, Wolfenstein. So I might go back and replay that at some point, but boy, is it low on the priorities.
Yeah, for me, it's pretty low on the priorities. I do want to do it because I spent close to $100 to buy it, so I'd rather see it through.
I got it for
and maybe
less
my
than
opinion
40,
will
I
change,
think.
but
That was on sale like a motherfucker.
yeah, I wish I'd have done that.
So moving on to something that's way more engaging and interesting and fun and lively and happy and not terrible. Okami HD. finally got around to playing Okami because they put it out on the PS4.
Yeah.
Looks great, plays great, it's
And
fun.
Xbox One if you got that too.
It's the game is really good. It's a really fucking good game. I'm disappointed I hadn't played it sooner, but also.
But you didn't have a PS2.
But it was on the
It was
Wii.
on the PS3. Yeah, it was on the Wii too.
But I'm glad I didn't have to deal with motion controls because fuck that. Though it probably would have helped for the painting. The painting could be a little bit rough to do with the controller.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Have you played it?
I will. I'll get around to that.
Delicious. If you like Japan, which I know you do.
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, really good. Okami HD, check it out if you haven't already. Jumped back into Yakuza 0. I want to finish that because my girlfriend bought me Kiwami for my birthday in November, so I want to finish that off, get that. And there's more Yakuza on the way this year. Hopefully Kiwami 2 comes out here.
And you've got 6 in March.
6 in March, yeah. Well, I mean, look, man, I'm not going to go from 1 to 6, but hopefully they Kiwami the whole fucking series because it's gotten there. I think they've got there. I think they've now found their formula.
Yeah.
The one that people are like, yo, why haven't I played these games before?
They'll Kiwami any of the PS2 games.
You reckon they'll just
PS3
HD?
though.
You reckon they'll just
Yeah,
HD
they might
through?
HD bundle them.
Oh, if they do, that'd be great.
Here you go, pick them up.
Fuck,
But
it's good.
that's
Fuck, they're good
4
games.
and 5, I think, are the only ones that are PS3. I don't know where number 3
I
sits.
think 5 was Japan only, wasn't it? I don't think it ever came out.
I don't have a clue when it comes to this franchise.
Anyway, Resident Evil 7. Boy, that game's fun. It's pretty good. Yeah.
It felt like there was sarcasm coming. Like,
No.
I really enjoyed it. It's great.
It's pretty good.
Have you played the entire thing?
No.
So you will dislike the last hour and a half, I reckon.
Why is that?
Just as I did, because it becomes an action game. And
I really like Resident Evil 4.
No, it's not that sort of.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, look, whatever. That's fine. I don't mind.
It becomes a.
Also, they put out a lot of DLC for it.
gun.
Free DLC.
Just a corridor.
Run and gun?
Run and gun.
I mean, look.
And it's not.
It couldn't be worse than Wolfenstein. Shots fired.
No, I'd say that segment, that portion of the game is worse than
Okay.
Wolfenstein 2.
Fair enough. And to round out my list, Ratchet and Clank.
Oh.
As
Yeah.
in the PS4.
As in the remake of the first one that they put out on PS4, yes.
Do you have that at the moment? I don't even know where my copy
I lent
is.
it to you. I gave it back to you, I
Did
think.
you?
Yeah, no, it was like $15 or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's by.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was real cheap.
Oh no, I gave it back to you, and no.
I can
maybe
see
I
why
didn't.
people like those games.
Whatever.
They're great fun. They've got
know what?
A lot of charm.
This might be a contentious comment. It really reminds me of what Jet Force Gemini could have been.
Oh, okay.
Like if Rare had have stayed where they were and they had to really put some more time into that game, like that franchise, it plays the same. It's a fucking third-person shooter with fucking crazy guns.
I know you. Wait, your parents have your PS3 now after you decided to get rid of it. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'd recommend seeing.
I think the controllers are fucked. Like the batteries in them are fucked.
I could lend you one of mine. I'd recommend borrowing that back, and like I'll lend you my PS3 Ratchet and Clanks because they are. I think those tools of destruction and a crack in time. I think are the pinnacle of that franchise.
So your guns like evolve too,
the
like
PS4 remake's amazing.
Yeah, they do. That was the one thing I really gamed that system. I in at least the newest one. I don't know if you could do it in the old ones, but I literally just got into a boss fight and was literally just fully dumping just a single weapon into the boss, got them to about 5% left of their health, and just let them kill me or just fall into a cliff. And then just literally,
I didn't do anything because there's plenty of opportunities to.
I just grinded my guns to full level 5.
Yeah.
So literally everything I had on me was.
I just
So the
made
end of the
sure I
game
used all
wasn't.
the weak things first, so I could just power them up. Like in those boss situations, I just use all the weak things that are doing like no damage, but I expend all my ammo and it starts getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I'll throw out all my disco balls just to keep them. I can't remember what it was. Groovatrons.
Yeah.
Throw them all out there, keep him busy, and then I'm just.
The fully leveled up Groovatron's fucked up. Like it does some shit.
Yeah.
It explodes at the end. I think.
I love the Groovatron. I love all their weapons. It's so Insomniac.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I can.
And my actual worry about Spider-Man coming out, given that Insomniac's developing it, is because it's a big IP. Maybe they won't be kind of allowed. They might be hamstrung a little bit by Disney or Marvel or Sony or whoever's kind of
to make it Insomniac.
I don't think Sony will ever like interfere with like anyone doing good for their Spider-Man.
The thing is, it's
I don't
a
think
Marvel thing. Will Marvel?
They're not going to Insomniac. They're not going to Insomniac that game. They're not.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be very proper, and it's not going to be
I
what
don't
you'd
know,
expect from Ratchet or what you get from.
But no, I
Sunset
disagree
or anything like
because
that.
I reckon because they've also don't forget they also made Sunset Overdrive, and you think of the movement in Sunset Overdrive.
No. So I mean, the movement, all those sort of things. I'm talking about the crazy weaponry. And that's
What crazy weaponry does Spider-Man have?
Well, he doesn't. But like they can do.
Spider-Man Homecoming did like a pretty good job of like establishing that Spider-Man's just not a typical web slinger now. He's got his ball things. He's got his timed things. I think they can do some stuff.
Right.
It won't be anything crazy.
Yeah,
but it won't be your typical. Oh, web! I'm going to run up now, punch you, jump. It'll be like it's like cool. I'm going to time. I'm going to put some like 2-time things there.
Greatest strength.
Probably going to be
wacky
Batman combat.
And,
yeah.
Oh no, it will be. That doesn't bother me. But I was hoping for some of that kind of wacky sort of stuff that we get.
Yeah, there'll be some like you'll chuck a web behind you, you'll be able to jump off it and like fucking like spear tackle or some bullshit. There's going to be some cool athletics. I betcha.
I just hope that they've used this time and Marvel's money to R&D a really good engine so they can make Sunset Overdrive 2 and fuck everyone else. Because
that is multi-platform because it's the only way you're going to get a third one.
Well, the second one has to be any good for me to want a third one.
Well,
but
it's Insomniac.
Look, my exposure to Insomniac games is now
Ratchet
2.
PS4, yeah. Whereas I've done Resistance, I've done Ratchet, I've done Spyro, I've done Sunset. Man, they don't.
Who was Jack?
Naughty Dog.
That was Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog. Okay.
The only fault Insomniac's ever made in my mind, and I blame EA largely for it anyway, was what was originally over something became Fuse. And it was just this generic, like EA completely took the Insomniac personality away. And it was a bad game.
Good.
Damo, you're up.
Up.
Yes.
I don't have a list as big because I was the beginning of last year before I don't know. When was our last thing? Like we took December off, yeah. I'm sure, like
December, we had nothing through January until
so
the draft.
I finally finished Fallout 4.
That draft, eh?
I finally finished Fallout 4. It was amazing.
Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
It was really complicated to get the ending that I wanted. I had to like really Google it because.
Sorry, which game was this? I missed that.
Fallout 4. I know you two were talking. I was talking to the people, the important people.
The proletariat.
So Fallout 4, it was a bunch of fun. I really enjoyed it. I probably won't go back for it for a little while. I've just only because the game that I had lined up after that was Zelda Breath of the Wild, so that's another open world game. And then the game I had lined up after that was Mario Odyssey. So it was like 3 hugely open-ish kind of things, and it was just like, I'm just going to need something kind of dumb soon, like
something very linear, something very simple.
Yeah.
So what was the dumb and simple?
No, he hasn't played that yet. He's still moving through those other games.
Axiom Verge will be...
Oh, it's not dumb.
I know it's not dumb in any way, shape or form.
It's not really very simple.
I know,
also, it's kind of open world.
Yeah, no, but it's not
as... It's not those sort of...
It's
Super Metroid.
Boundless opportunities sort of thing, like it's still...
Yeah, there's still this...
Says you, Mr. I died 150 times in the third boss.
I died a lot, but yeah...
Yeah, so Fallout 4 was a whole bunch of fun. I got a Switch for Christmas, so of course my friend was just like straight away like, yo dude, here's Zelda, go play. And I'm like, yay! Which is actually really crazy.
You walked in the door and I'm like, here you go, here's Mario, keep it.
If you have a Switch, I would buy Zelda right now. The price has spiked on Amazon from $60-$70 to $90. So I think stock's either getting low on their end, or they're just going, "Hey, this is a
Christmas sales," and because otherwise Nintendo doesn't drop the prices of their
never
their big games. They just don't.
Yeah,
ever.
But I mean, will there be like a Game of the Year edition or something like that with Nintendo?
Maybe.
It doesn't really do much.
Yeah, but they've also never really done DLC.
Well, they've got like the definitive editions and things like that
like what?
Of re-releases.
You mean that thing that they just put out again?
No, but they did. That's a remaster on a different console.
Yeah. Same shit.
Go
So-
with the 3 years ago edition.
The other thing I jumped on, like, while I was taking breaks in between Zelda, which was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I did all 120 shrines, got all the tunics, beat all the guardians. Like, it just kind of happened. I think I put 120 hours into it. That's just since Christmas.
Shrine an hour, those.
Since Christmas?
Yeah.
Bruv, it's not, like, we're not that far away from Christmas. That's a lot of time.
I know, it's a lot of time. Believe me, I spent a lot of time just sitting on my couch going, okay, I'll just do one more shrine. And then you're riding somewhere and you're like, oh, what's that?
That
and
is
then that's
the sign
just...
of a good open world game.
Oh, it's amazing.
I remember seeing
not, oh, I
Danny
found...
O'Dwyer. We know Danny O'Dwyer.
Yeah, I know of, yeah.
He does all these documentaries on different franchises. No clip, find him on Patreon if you're interested.
Means you can
They
go to
did
the
one
walls.
for The Witcher 3, and he was talking to the devs there, and their whole mentality, and it's one that you're starting to see kind of perforate a lot of other RPGs, open world RPGs at the moment, is we wanted to make sure the player didn't go 30 seconds traversing the environment without seeing something that might draw them.
Yeah.
in one
I
direction
think
or
the
other.
term for that is like emergent game design or something like that, or emergent.
I'm not exactly sure what the language was around it, but what they said is 30 seconds, no more than that, and we checked everything to make sure that, like, there was always like time gap max 30 seconds between something that could pull you away, and that could be an actual location to explore,
Fucking Lionels.
or that could be
It's like, hey, there's a Lionel. I'm just going to fucking
bunch of
take a
enemies.
10-minute fucking walk around this
Detour, yeah.
motherfucker.
No, you fuck other things in The Witcher. Never mind.
Yeah, so in between that, I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, whatever it's called.
You know it's true.
It's amazing. I love that. I think it's fantastic that 200cc is a thing. And even my nephew, who's 6 years old, who can't really play games yet properly, you put 200cc on with auto steering and auto accelerate, and he has a ball of a time. And it's great because having two players means I get all extra coins, because he finds getting coins more important than coming first, because I'm king. And I'm not going to let a 6-year-old beat me. Teach your kids to lose properly.
and then don't give him a participation award. Society.
Yeah, he got real mad towards the end of it. I'm like, yeah, but you got more coins than me. And he's like, damn right I do.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's a participation.
I didn't come first, but I own you.
Yeah, I unlocked that for
I
you.
bought you out, you prick.
Yeah.
I dabbled in arms, which was really fun. I do love
With motion or without?
With. I had some friends over, so we had our Mario Kart, like, absolute travesty of a night, and
Was it sponsored by Absolute?
Can imagine how those arms games would have gone afterwards. With motion after
Yeah.
Absolute.
Any night sponsored by Absolute ends in a punch on one way or another.
Actually playing
Hopefully.
arms.
It's still that really annoying thing when you're coming first or you're coming like second, and you're like, ha, I'm gonna stop the blue shell with the horn. Oh, I got lightning struck. Fuck everything in this world.
The rubber banding kicking in.
Oh, just but that's Mario. You just kind of accept it.
How's the double dash S-ness of it? Like the whole 2 items, does that play a big factor?
Yeah, not a huge factor.
Okay.
It's fun to have because you like bananas, because that's all I ever get because I'm coming first all the time.
No, bros, you want to be
green
sitting
shell.
in third or
Question
fourth.
block.
So yeah, arms a lot of fun. I play the clown girl a lot because why not? I like that they keep sponsoring it with
Because
content.
that's a horrifying.
That's cool.
Never mind.
Crawl. I also brought Crawl because I wanted a party game for my old Switcheroony. So if you don't know about Crawl, it's a small indie game where
It's Aussie development.
pixel art. One person's the hero, the other 3 are ghosts that can possess items in the dungeon or summon a monster that they possess, and your mission is to kill the hero, become the hero, and then beat the final boss, pretty much. And it's
So it's generally 3v1, but each of those 3 also wants to get the last hit on the one.
Yep.
So that they can then become the
there's
one.
been multiple times where I've gone to get the last hit and someone's just walked
Bow and arrow?
in with the smallest
the spikes.
dungeon trap or something like that. I'm just like, come on. But no, it's really cool because like if.
It's balanced really well.
Yeah, like
if
you
don't
get
the
more
humanity.
wrath, which is like what you use to upgrade your monsters. The more the hero levels up. So if you die, you're like, oh, whatever, like he's getting stronger. And it's like, but that also boosts you. So yeah, it's really hard to kind of find a balance between, do I make the hero overpowered so I can become overpowered, but then like I won't be as strong when they're like, you know, everyone else is leveling up. So it's really challenging. Like, and I put the PC on normal because I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And it's like, okay, they're going to easy now.
Does it have CPU?
Yeah, you can
Alright,
play up to
no
3
shit.
bots. So that's fun. And I think that's it. Yeah, no, that's it. I haven't touched Steam, and I haven't touched my PS4 since getting the Switch. And not out of anything, just because.
It's fucking
Committing
open.
to-
Oh,
when you-
Mario Odyssey! I fucking played Mario Odyssey, which is also goddamn amazing. I'm at Bowser's Castle now. Like, you know, knocked that out in a couple of days. So, 200 moons or something like that. So.
Sick. One thing before
yeah, sorry,
you.
200s, I mean, but yeah.
Yeah, one thing just quickly before we jump to you, because I can see it over there. I also have been smashing out some Pokemon Ultra Sun.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Still yet to get to them.
yeah, getting it
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently they were huge, like,
But I've got some vouchers that I need
They're
to...
good.
a billion times better than Sun and Moon.
It's fucking real. They're really fucking good.
Yeah.
They're good. They are tight.
It's just hard picking up the old DS because Fire Emblem
Just
was
the
taunting
Switch
me.
is so amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm really hanging to get Doom for it because
Some
I
of
think
the-
that
Thumbs
Doom.
up, bourgeois, and colourful.
Doom's always been at its best portable.
Colourful too.
I had Doom
What?
on the Game Boy
You
Advance.
what, mate?
I had Doom on the Game Boy
Doom is his
Advance.
best portable.
Yeah, no shit, you're not, man. I had it on the Game Boy Advance,
Doom's meant to be
and it was
amazing.
absolutely maddening fun. Like you're sitting on the train, like as a kid, you're just like, fucking yeah, come on, Cyber Demon.
Oh.
And now it's like, man, that's on the Switch. Like that'd be sweet as just sitting there on the train
Is it?
playing Doom again. Oh,
Fucking how good is Doom? Like, I've been saying this for what, 2
I
years
think's
now?
great is, yeah, you
Fucking
raved
how
about
good
it
is
initially,
Doom?
and like I played it for an hour or two that first thing, but then didn't get to it properly until the end of the year, and then
when you got
within
to
our
it-
conversations gave it second win because then I could talk about how awesome it was, and now there's a whole bunch of people, including Damo, who are now getting to play it on
Well,
the
because
Switch.
you've played it on the.
I've
big
played it
boy
on
console.
PC and PS4, and then look. Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing
people
when
get
it's
to
fully,
experience
you
it. It's
know,
an awesome
thing.
conversation
Didn't
as
look
well.
super fantastic on
then you had
PS4,
Doom
but
VFR
like
as well.
it doesn't have to
Yeah.
look 100% brilliant, amazing. Like it's
That's not the
it's
idea of it.
all about the fun
Oh,
in
yeah,
that game.
For sure. For sure.
Like
that game's,
just you know,
that game's fucking sick.
the executions, jumping behind things.
Fucking everything, dude.
Whoa.
It's such a good power fantasy,
Yeah.
and your character is such a top cunt. He's just like,
Yeah,
the dude's like, I am going to give you dialogue where I sound like a shithead, and you're like, punch screen. Like, how about?
I need to get out.
I
Who
think
cares
we can.
about?
I think we can help each other. Fuck off! Like it's just, it's the best. It's just like it's the protagonist that you wish all badass protagonists was. Like he's the sort of dude that would actually like punch the evil guy in the face mid, like monologue. He's like, "Let me tell you about my evil plan," and you're like, "My fist is already through your face. Like, don't even bother." It's
Right, you-
Fucking how good is Doom?
Shame
I'm
pile.
going to be going for a while.
Shame
So
pile.
I'm going to go through some of the shorter games, then I'll get to some of the ones that I feel like warrant a little
So
bit more.
how much of the shame pile did you plow through?
Remember, it was about 2 or 3
Oh,
piles
it
long?
was.
Now it's only this, and even then, there's a bunch of those that I've already played through as well.
You're just there for
It's
decoration.
actually quite small now. Problem is, what's left is typically large.
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
that's going to take me a while. But everything kind of started off with me finishing off Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale. Cool, whatever.
Telltale Games, yeah.
I shamed myself by tapping at the top of a Mayo jar 20,000 times to get 2 platinum trophies across My Name is Mayo on PS4 and PS Vita. Less said the better. Let's move on. Batman Telltale The Evil
There
Within.
we go. Let's go. We're here to go.
It costs like $3 to get 2 platinums. I'm a dick. Um,
Yeah, and then you can sell it back for $1 a piece, can't you?
I think that's America only. Batman The Evil Within. By the time this episode comes out, the 4th episode will have aired. I'd played the 3rd one
Is
prior
that
to
the
this.
Batman Telltale?
Yeah, season 2.
okay.
Been really enjoying that. I finished Assassin's Creed Origins. Fantastic.
Great game.
I messed around with Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15. There's a review up on the site, so go and check that one out. It's the VR fishing Final Fantasy game.
Was it amazing?
It's okay. The tutorial at the beginning was really poor. Like it was, so do this to cast. Now you're not using a move control. You're using your DualShock, and it was, I can't remember. I think it was the circle button. Press the card. It says press and hold. So I go. Why is the, and you meant to swing it because it uses the light bar on this. But why is the thing not flying out? What they don't tell you is because they say press and hold. So I'm flicking. What's going on? And then every now and then it shoot off. And what's going on? I'm not lifting my button. I'm not doing anything. Turns out you did need to release the thing mid-throw, but they never said that.
Yeah, right.
And the reasons it was just flying out occasionally must have been as I'm, getting more animated and flicking my finger.
You were letting go and pushing it again
on the button, and I've not realised because I'm going, come on, and come on. But once I finally got over that hurdle, which nearly was enough to get me to just drop the game and quit, it was alright.
I need to ask your wife how entertaining that was to watch.
I could not believe that she didn't record it. I asked her afterwards, like, did you record any of that? She goes, no. You should have.
Her and I need to have a talk.
That's what she says.
Anything embarrassing.
If you just Google like Paul James cracking the shits.
Paul James embarrassment. You'll find
Paul James fishing.
You'll find a series of videos called Paul James is an embarrassment.
Paul James fishing hacks.
Doom VFR I played through.
How was it? How was VFR?
It's good fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you get to like cave in people's faces?
No, it doesn't quite work the same. Like, so if you want to, like, that kind of gore mode that you have in it, well,
don't you like? You can telefrag in that, can't
you? That's your way to kind of do those execution style things. Middle Earth: Shadow of War, I couldn't finish.
Was it bad?
No, it's exactly the same as what I got out of Shadow of War, and I really enjoyed it. But I got so fatigued in this because they did more of it, and I just burnt out. It was too much.
I told you. You know what? You told me that was impossible. That could happen to me on the last one.
No, in the first game, I feel like it was just enough of.
Yeah, but then here for me, I had less of a threshold than you. And
because they didn't do anything to change it, like it is the exact same kind of formula that they've dragged and dropped into here. And that's a new story or whatever, but they dragged and dropped it. I ran out of steam.
Yeah, see, I couldn't even finish the last one, so I'm not even going to touch this one.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, I revisited the story DLC that came out for it, or free DLC that came out for it.
Free?
That tied into, DLC was free, microtransactions are not. But they haven't brought them back in yet, as of the time of recording. A Hat in Time.
How'd you go with that? Good.
Still playing through it, really enjoying it. It's a great 3D platformer. You'll find a video up on the Play 2 website about that. On the Play 2 YouTube about that. South Park: The Fractured But Whole. Lot of fun. It's not as good as the first game.
Did it crack you up?
No.
It was a butt joke.
There was far too many of those.
What, butt jokes?
Yeah, it's just it wore me down. Like,
really?
They really went with the same. They flogged the same dead horse for 10-15 hours.
That's a shame. You're a pretty big South Park fan, aren't you?
I do. I mean, I don't watch it religiously, but I do enjoy the stuff that I see.
This guy does.
I suspect you would still get worn down. It was the same joke for 15 hours.
Yeah.
I'll lend to you and you can try it, because in the Stick of Truth, they really they bounce between a bunch of different things. Canada broke it up. This broke it up. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I've heard
that. And then in the case of Fractured But Whole, it's fart jokes the entire time.
Yeah.
And how your dad fucked your mum. Like the story of how he becomes a superhero, and you see it like 4 times as you get tutorialized in the new class that you've taken on.
Sure.
It was too much. Spoke about the new Colossus. I've messed around with Ashes Cricket. It is the best cricket game made to date. Nier Automata I've gone back to.
Oh no shit.
Still working my way through the first playthrough.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm enjoying it.
Do you understand and agree why I picked it 4th in last year's draft?
Yes. And then, beyond that, I've been playing the Switch, and I've basically saved that. Once we got to about October, I'm like, I'm just going to play these games when I'm flying for the honeymoon. Because the flight up to Europe with stopovers and all that was basically, and trains and all that, was about 35 hours or more. So I started and finished the Super Mario Odyssey campaign, and dabbled in a few moons beyond that, but I jumped on the next game. So I was just like, I'm just going to power through as many of these Switch games as possible.
Did you sleep much at all?
On the flight, no. Then I messed around with Breath of the Wild. I just spent a lot of time exploring the world, and I'm now ready to just kind of go and knock out a whole bunch of the shrines and
Dungeons.
divine beasts, because I'm ready to kind of go with the main game now. I've kind of seen a lot of the world. I'm happy. So now it's just a matter of doing that. And I also played Brawlout. Are either of you?
I saw that you playing that the other day.
There's a video that you can find up on Player 2 YouTube channel there of Brawlout. And probably by now there's also an update that's kind of fixed a lot of my concerns with it. But as of the time of this recording, it's a Smash Brothers style game.
Okay.
There
are a few of those coming out.
It looks very Smash Brothers like. It's doing really cool things. It's got the Drifter from Hyper Light Drifter in it. It's got Jean from Guacamelee in it. And then just a whole bunch of other original characters. Jean, or...
Is it Juan?
Juan.
Sorry, it's because I had a student this year who had the same spelling and it was pronounced Jean. So it's in my head. He's up. If you're watching, Jean. So anyway,
Han.
So
Juan Solo.
So he's he's in it as well, and then the rest are all original characters. And
Juan 2-3 switch.
the all the characters are quite diverse. They play really well. Everything's great. I tend to favour the Drifter. I like the fast movement that he has. It's awesome.
That's Brawlout. What is fucking Brawlout?
Juan Polite Drifter.
It's Smash Brothers basically. In many respects, it doesn't have the items. It's all just about player ability. You know how we try and play when we're trying to separate.
So is it similar?
Turn items off, all that sort of stuff. The items is off by default. There's no items in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd like to point out that I'm who.
It's more about offense. You don't have.
You want to go? Let's go.
You don't have a block ability in it.
Okay.
The only thing you can do is dodge or.
So like a combat, the combat roll. Have you played Rivals of Aether?
No.
That's another one that's like that.
Okay.
Except the characters they've got quite a lot of depth. And they build on a lot of the mechanics like wave dashing and shit.
The only concerns I've had with Brawlout, because I've really, really enjoyed my time with it, the rewards that you get, and you can get it. Sorry, you can get Brawlout on Switch and you can get it on Steam.
Okay.
And I'm hopeful it'll come to PlayStation, Xbox down the track. Xbox fans have never had a Smash style game, so they could really do with one.
What's happening with PlayStation All Stars? Is that just a dead franchise? Or
So, yeah.
Weird?
They might bring it
Did
back.
it not sell?
Sony
or?
does weird things. No, it sold alright, but it just
Brawlout.
I think it just got scuffed up a little bit. Again, you can check the video out on the YouTube channel or the website. So
Your concerns?
My concerns with the like kind of reward system. As you're unlocking things that it follows a microtransaction structure without microtransactions. So there's loot pinatas in it.
Can you get duplicates?
The amount of there's none of that. But the number of coins that you have to accumulate to unlock this, and not for characters, but for stages or for skins or whatever it is you might want. You need 3,500 coins, and you get about 100 per victory, give or take, and that depends.
Is that offline or is there?
That's offline, and
do you get more online?
Only a little bit more. But that leads to the so it takes a long time to unlock anything, and because from one particular type of pinata you can get the stages, you can get skins, or you can get something else. I can't think of what it is.
Are there any unlockable
It's
characters
like a 1 in about 30-40 chance of getting the item you want, and it takes an eternity to get enough currency.
That's a shame.
They're supposedly fixing it in this patch that will be out by the time you're seeing this. Okay. So,
are there any unlockable characters?
As well as there's some performance issues. Frames drop every now and then.
Oof. I don't know if you don't want that in a fighting game.
But again, supposedly fixed in this update, and the online was horrendous. Latency.
That's a real shame.
But it was fun. Because
send them to the Lang Zone.
It was fun because it was borderline impossible to
send
play.
them to the Lang Zone. Check out Iron Galaxy. They got some fucking good fighting game netcode.
Yeah. It was the online was fun because it was borderline impossible to play. Everyone's stuttering across the screen, so it was it was fun because it was stupid, but that wasn't how they intended it. But again, that's one that's been fixed.
It's like fucking Wii.
That's one that's been fixed.
It's like trying to play Smash Brothers Brawl on the Wii.
For a while, I thought, maybe it's my internet, because my internet gets pretty.
Maybe it is authentic.
During peak hours here, but it wasn't.
I have some bad memories of trying to play Brawl online. Boy,
No, this is worse than what Brawl was like.
I don't know, mate. Did you ever play Brawl online?
Yeah, no, this was worse
Boy.
than what Brawl was like.
Far out.
Remember, Brawl, I'm talking Wii. I'm not talking Smash 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is
if you
worse
say
than what Brawl was
so.
like. But hopefully by now that's already fixed. There's a lot of promise with that game. They just need to kind of refine these things, which apparently they have. Again, by the time you're viewing this, I have to stress that apparently
What's the price point for the game?
it's like $20 or $30.
Oh, yeah.
And you went to go ask about characters. There's only about 8 to 10 original characters, and then there's a few that are clones. Very Fire Emblem style.
That's a shame.
But they also fully intend to kind of continue
Donald.
supporting and continue to add. This is an indie developed thing. They've really nailed, like, each character feels unique. Some really specialise in grabs and throws and
it's a real shame.
Close stuff. Others used range things. Others are then like the Drifter, who's just kind of all about speed. And they really nail it. It's just
I feel like they're
little things that they like so close in a lot of areas.
I feel like they might be a year too late though. Just with all the fighting games that are out now.
Yeah, but it's still like you don't have your big Smash like thing out there. So
yeah, but
if they can, and apparently it's sold really well. In
oh, that's great. Look, I'm just saying that.
I do worry. Even
I just feel like things like Marvel vs. Capcom and Dragon Ball Fighters and Soul Calibur and Tekken and Justice and all of those games might be cutting its lunch a little bit.
My big worry is that people will feel burned by the fact they weren't unlocking anything at any great rate whatsoever, and they say, "No, I'm done. I'm not getting any reward for the effort I'm putting in."
Yeah, that's a shame.
But if they're fixed,
also
it may not be too late.
Nidhogg 2 would also be cutting its lunch too.
And then, weirdly, of the three of us here, it's me that's going to be talking about Fire Emblem. I've been playing Fire Emblem Warriors on the Switch as well, so that's the Musou, like, Dynasty Warriors style game.
Yeah.
Damo, you've messed around with that a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mate wrote the wiki.
Are you kidding? He grinds it up and injects it into the folds of his
You don't
scrotum.
actually have a copy of it though yourself yet, do you?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Which he's beside everyone's beside themselves.
It's hilarious, yeah.
Like he's like, so you're buying other games, you haven't brought that yet. I'm like, yes, because I know what's gonna happen as soon as I get on that thing. Like, you know,
you'll be grinding it up. And
I will be.
I was hoping maybe you know more about it. The game does like co-op, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's just almost impossible to S-class things when you co-op.
Okay.
It still can't handle, like, hey, there's two people on the screen. We've got, you should do the enemies just like. There's just not enough enemies. You could go through, plow everything out. You could halve the time. It's grouse if you just want to grind because you can just like slaughter.
Nothing like grinding in video games.
I think this is the best of one of those, like, because Dynasty Warriors was the thing before. I think this is one of the best of the. It is the best of the Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, or Dragon Quest Heroes games, because it really pulls on a lot of the Fire Emblem tropes, like the permadeath and those sort of things. You can disable it. You can play them casual, and they come back.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping
which is how I am playing it.
Hyrule Warriors, you were controlling yourself, whereas this, you can go. I need you to go here. I need you to go here.
You assign people to go to different spots, and you can jump into their boots. If you want at any time.
Which is so freaking handy because the amount of times Hyrule Warriors, you'd be sitting here like, yes, I'm kicking butt, and it's like, why are you outside the base? Like, you had one job. I'm on the other side of the map. Why? What are you doing? Like, you piece of shit.
Being able to issue orders or being able to bounce across the map into the shoes of the different characters that you've got.
Oh, yeah. I
think it's fantastic. It really pulls on some of
I hope that Hyrule Warriors does that.
Well,
I hope that the definite edition or whatever they're calling it.
It'll be the same.
Comes out. I just also hope that they haven't patched the Ruby trick. So, it's like it just stopped grinding because you were just like, I'm going to level up this guy. I'm just going to Ruby hack. Like, because otherwise it's way too much time to pump into that game. Like, at least Hyrule Warriors, all your guys can level up because you can jump in there. Fire Emblem Warriors, you can jump into their boots and, level them all up. Whereas...
You only get one at a time.
And you can find some Fire Emblem Warriors footage on the Player 2 YouTube as well. So go and check that out.
Believe it or not, I'm actually looking forward to a Dynasty Warriors-esque game too.
It's called Dynasty Warriors 9 that comes out in March.
No, it's called Gintama Rumble.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
It's based on an anime. I think I've shown you some of that before.
Most likely,
it's a weird unit of a game, of an anime series. But it's fucking really dumb. The main character. that entire anime,
Gintama,
they
yeah.
take the piss out of fucking everything. Like, one of the main characters' super moves in this game is going to be a Kamehameha wave. Like, it's the dumbest shit ever. Another one turns into, like, he's like the straight man that's always surprised at the gag. He turns into a giant pair of glasses because it's his true form.
Last game I'll talk about, and it's horrendous. AO Tennis, the Australian Open tennis game developed by Big Ant. They've been doing really good stuff with the Ashes cricket and all those sort of things. They've tried tennis, and you could tell it was a rush job. Sorry guys, better luck next time.
Saw you laugh out.
Give us one game you're going to be playing over the course of the next month.
Axiom Verge.
Come back to me.
Keep in mind this is obviously delayed. The game's already out by this point. Monster Hunter World.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
That is another episode of Patched. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We need your support. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Things are going nicely, but you could help.
I was going to say, you said $1,000 in our one of the videos.
We need
I'm like,
$1,000.
Yeah.
Please donate.
I'm like,
if everybody just donated $2, we could have enough to keep the show going.
So
is that your best Alex joke? Because if
like, share, and subscribe. That'll get access to Patched, the Video Games Club, the Insider. There's Player 2 plays, trailers, and a whole bunch more. The website player2.net.au. We can catch up with reviews, previews, features, opinion pieces, news, a whole bunch more.
us dickheads.
And us, links to our videos. Tacos Talks on Twitter. Jay doesn't do Twitter.
Social media can eat my dick.
Paul James P2 on Twitter. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you later.
Woo, live to win.